Siblings of the golden child. When did your parents' favoritism come back to bite them? My brother Ryan got a brand new gaming setup every single year like clockwork. Top of the line graphics card, custom RGB lighting, the works. I got told video games rot your brain and that I should be reading books instead. When he failed 3 classes, sophomore year, they hired him a private tutor at $80 an hour. When I got a B- in chemistry, they took away my phone for an entire month. The breaking point came during my junior year of high school. I got accepted into this prestigious summer engineering program at MIT. Full academic scholarship based on my grades, but I needed $800 for housing and meals for the 6-week program. This was huge for me. Getting into this program basically guaranteed college acceptance to top engineering schools. It was my entire future hinging on 6 weeks in Boston. I asked my parents at dinner one night, showed them all the acceptance materials, and explained how important this was. Dad barely looked up from his plate. We cannot swing it right now. Money is really tight with your brother's tutoring. I said I could pay half if they could just help with $400. Mom shook her head. Honey, we just do not have it. I watched my dream evaporate right there at the kitchen table, called the program coordinator the next day, and declined my spot. 2 days later, I came home from school and Ryan's car was not in the driveway. Then I saw it, a silver Honda Civic. Brand new, dealer plates still on it, sitting where his old car used to be. I walked inside and found my parents celebrating with Ryan. I asked what happened to his car. Oh, Mom said casually. He totaled it street racing last weekend. We got him something safer. Street racing, he destroyed a car being an idiot, and they rewarded him with a newer model. I asked how much it cost. Dad waved his hand dismissively. Do not worry about it. We also had to pay the insurance hike, but it is handled. I went to my room and cried for 2 hours, then I got strategic. I started documenting everything. Every single dollar they spent on Ryan versus me. I had access to their laptop for homework and they never logged out of their bank accounts. Screenshots of Venmo payments to him. His monthly rent checks after he moved out with Dad as co-signer. The $3,000 they dropped on his spring break trip while I worked double shifts at Target. Its receipts piled up. New shoes, concert tickets, bar tabs they covered, traffic tickets they paid. Meanwhile, I was buying my own school supplies. Then one night I overheard Mom on the phone with Aunt Lisa. She did not know I was home. We have to focus our resources where they are needed most. Ryan needs more support, but she will figure things out on her own anyway. She always does. That is when I realized the favoritism was not accidental. It was calculated. They genuinely believed investing everything in Ryan made sense because I was already doing fine without their help. I waited until Thanksgiving. The whole family was there. Aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins. Everyone gathered in the living room after dinner. I asked if I could share something I was thankful for. I pulled out my laptop and connected it to their TV. Then I opened my spreadsheet. 4 years of data. Every payment, every gift, every bailout, color-coded and categorized. So the room went completely silent as I scrolled through page after page. Ryan's column was glowing red with massive numbers. Mine was basically empty. Total spent on Ryan, $87, $240. Total spent on me, $340. That was for a winter coat and some textbooks. When I had the flu, my aunt gasped. Grandma put her hand over her mouth. Ryan stared at his phone, pretending this was not happening. I looked directly at my parents. Thank you for teaching me that I cannot rely on anyone but myself. Thank you for showing me exactly how little I matter in this family. I closed my laptop, grabbed my coat, and walked out. Blocked all their numbers before I even got to my car. That was 8 months ago. I got a full ride to Georgia Tech, paid for entirely by scholarships I earned myself. My GPA is perfect. Ryan dropped out of community college last semester. Asked my parents for rent money again because he lost his job. They called me for the first time since Thanksgiving. Not to apologize, to ask if we could reconcile as a family. I sent them a Venmo request for $87,000. The difference between what they spent on him versus me. Still waiting on that payment.